And now moving on to another breaking story right here in Tamil Nadu. So we're staying down south. We're learning that the Madras High Court has decided to uphold the Tamil Nadu government's rules on priests' appointments. It's exempted some temples. Essentially, the court has ordered that government rules on appointments of Archakas will not apply for agamic temples. We'll tell you a bit of more detail over here about exactly what's taken place. The Madras High Court had on Monday held that Rules 7 and 9 of the Tamil Nadu Hindu Religious Institution Employees Rules of 2020. Those rules prescribe eligibility, qualification, age of appointment of temple priests. None of those rules will apply to temples that have been constructed and governed as per specific Agama Sastras or treaties on temple rituals. Essentially, what this means is that the High Court has said that there is a certain group of temples on which these rules won't apply. Let's go over to my colleague Purnima to understand in much more depth exactly what this story is about. Purnima, if you could just explain to our audiences why this is an important ruling. Why were those rules about who could be appointed as a temple priest, why were they important, and why has the High Court decided that they should not apply to one specific group of temples?
Well, to bring you a context, in 2007, Karunanidhi had introduced a program to train priests for 1 year, and those could be priests from all castes and not just the upper caste. And that was a historic verdict, as everyone said. So 14 years later, it's a relief for the DMK government because the Madras High Court has clearly said that temples that do not follow the agamas, in those temples, priests from all castes can be appointed, and this was a verdict that was celebrated by many in Tamil Nadu. However, right now a committee will be formed to come out with a list of the temples that follow agamas, where there won't be any change, and those who and the rules that these agamas temples follow, that will continue. And for those temples that don't come under the agamas, they can have priests from all castes, and this is being widely celebrated, and the DMK calls it a historic judgment.
Okay, Purnima, thank you so much for context on that story. For our audiences, as you've seen, we are beginning